Hmm. Everything seems to be working, maybe. Everything seems to be working, maybe. I think so. Hmm. It seems to say I'm live, but it doesn't seem to be showing anything. Keyframe frequency. What the? Mm. Bum, bum, bum. It's the test version. I need to go to the main one. It's really weird that I can't actually seemingly go on my phone, actually check my own live status. Like, it looks like I can do it. Like, I could do it on my Twitch easily. But my YouTube... Because I can go here to my stream manager on mobile, but I can't see. It's really weird that YouTube just isn't really allowing me to see my own. Even on YouTube Studio, I don't think I can. That's very odd. Won't worry about it too much. Going every... It doesn't show that I'm actually live on YouTube. That's so weird. What is going on? What is wrong? It kind of shows it, but doesn't. Sorry, I'm taking a look at certain things. Oh, it's because I have it set at private? That's probably why. Duh. I bet if I set it to public, it actually will show me live. Like a non-idiot. Wonder if it'll show me a thing on my phone once that kind of clicks over. We'll do that. Get out of that. See if it gives me an indication on my phone that I'm live, like it would for Twitch. There it is. And it does, and it gives me a live notification. All right. Jesus Christ. Literally been doing this for like 12 years now. And I just am now learning how to stream on YouTube. All right. Well, that should be helpful at least. Sorry, everybody. I'm just kind of checking up on some stuff here. I haven't. I'm learning all new things today. It's a whole new set of stuff that I'm learning today. See if there was anything I'm missing. I feel like there's probably something I'm missing. Subscribers, live reactions, slow-mo, live chat replay. Everything good. Didn't really turn monetization on. I see a chat. Of course, the chat pop-out didn't work for me. Howdy, howdy. Let's pop out the chat again, see if that works. Hey, it works this time. All right. Just didn't want to have the whole damn thing having to sit here on my deal here. You know what's a real pain in the ass is it'd be nice if I was able to put a couple different put the different chats on. Unfortunately, it's a TOS. It's like a Twitch TOS thing where you literally are not allowed to have anything but the Twitch chat on screen. But I do believe I've set it up so that I could actually see you. So hello. All right. Can I still record separately beyond this? Okay. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another month in VertXIdol. We have been able to get through May with not a lot of money. We lost a decent chunk of money last month there, and I think we lost a lot of money over here. Not a ton, but it's still a good chunk, so that's something I'm going to want to have to change. It's something I'm going to want to have to deal with. And I do need to do my, I do need to renegotiate some of these deals. Extend the deal for events. Let's see here. Still just going to take 3 months. They're not keen on having me take that time slot. They're cool with early evening, which is probably what I'll do, because I think no, not training facilities, media, and then time slots. So they're not big on late night. Or no, they're not big on late night, but they're bigger on early evening, which is technically better, I guess. So, like, okay, you don't want to give me the late night slot, and I'd have to pay $1,000 a show, but I could just do early evening, and I wouldn't have to pay anything. Okay, sure, why not? 3 months of that for these are just my events, right? Yeah, this isn't. I am looking at ending my TV deal and probably go to, see, early evening. I'm just making sure I do this correctly before I see, 3 months, early evening. They're good with that. Don't have to pay any money. Everything's good there. Done. Negotiate, extend 3 months, early evening. Everything's good there. Done. And negotiate events 3 months, early evening. All right. All right. So we've gotten that all taken care of. I'm going to let my TV deal lapse in 30 days. So we're going to get to that. That lapses Friday, June 30th. I wonder. Hang on. Let me see how I can negotiate this. What if I extend this deal 3 months, but like 4 episodes in the early evening? Because we would do any deal that struck replaces the existing deal immediately. Okay, so that was my idea. Was the way I looked at how this was all working out calendar-wise is I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 Fridays, 4 shows left before Anniversary Blitz. I could take the last Friday off. If I redo my deal for 4 episodes, I can get it done that way. And then I won't have that last show. And then when July comes around, when we start in July, I'll be able to get stuff figured out there. And we'll be able to start on a potentially new schedule where we're still running Fridays, but we're going to be running more events stuff than like TV. It's probably just going to be like one of our smaller events like we used to do with this, or even kind of like, it's still going to be shows, but it's not going to be bigger shows. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I think it just makes a lot more sense. It just makes a lot more sense money-wise. Like, I can charge more. I'll still get the ratings. I'll get more money, because I think I get like $7 a ticket right now at 420 people. And then finance, no, what's the ticket prices? Like, if I even do like cheap for my events, I mean, at 35, I'm still getting 11. Let me take a look at my size. Yeah, I'm still getting 11 out of that. So I think I can do that. Let me do 1 and see what happens. Hey, Ramen, how's it going? 13 years and I'm finally figuring out how to stream on YouTube. Unfortunately, I got this guy, King Odyssey. Thank you very much for being here. That I can't put on screen because of stupid Twitch TOS. And also because Chatty doesn't. I would have to. There's probably some sort of mass integration thing for chats. I don't know. That is more than just like if I used Restream. But honestly, it looks like my computer can handle restream, like doing dual streams without having to spend $19 a month. They gave you title defense warnings. Yeah, not good. Not good. I need to defend those belts. Yeah. That's the thing. I need to throw on some like actual title matches, but I'm trying to redo my deals real quick. So let's do that. Extend the deal for Attack. 3 months. We're doing it wasn't evening, right? It was early evening. We're doing 4 episodes. And we're going to propose that deal. All right, so if I think about this right, yeah, 4 episodes remaining. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. By the way, there's definitely a way to do this. Is events and TV? Oh, man, I'm a dummy. I know that there's a way to do this. I know that there's a way to ooh, show priority. Hang on. Sending order. No, that's all fine. I bet you there's a way here to look at it, and I'm just not figuring it out, but I'm not going to worry about it because I could just go over this way. So we've got that figured out. We want to extend our deal here for 3 months, 4 episodes, early evening. Get that deal signed. Negotiate for Attack. Extend it 3 months. 4 episodes. Early evening. Propose it. Attack. 3 months. 4 episodes. Early evening. And then... Is that why they're willing to give me this, by the way? Is because I got to compete with, like... a bunch of other people going head to head. There's 4 other shows in the time slot. And that's why they're like, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, you can just have that. Ooh, I almost pushed that deal through without doing the 4 episodes. I'd have been cooked. I would have had to get my show canceled. That wouldn't have been good. All right. So we're good there. Production department has warnings, of course, but like we don't have the money for this right now. Everything is shit, and I don't have the money for this. That's why I'm going to small events. I'm not doing TV anymore. This sucks. Yeah, we're also gonna be losing a lot more money here at the beginning of this month with my booking that I did. It's definitely not going to be. It's definitely not going to be great. Let me just open that up over here. Because, oh my God, which events? Ooh, I need to make sure I get those events lined up first as well. That's probably going to be... Okay, so I've got TV obviously already set up. Anniversary Blitz is Sunday, June 25th. Next scheduled June 25th. All right. That's real annoying that it's that this starts on Sunday, by the way. Real annoying. Okay, so that's all put together. Then we go to Idol Pro. We just redo our deals here. We'll do another 3 months. I do not want to spend $1,000 because that's going to be $5,000 per show. No, all right. So I guess I'm doing early evening. I could do daytime as well. Like the noon shows kind of make sense. But yeah, I'm going to do early evening if it means. So 3 months early evening. We're good. Sorry, this was something that I didn't think about because I was really big into trying to get the restreaming stuff figured out. Are we in daytime? Is that where we're at right now? Did I take a daytime hit? All right. We just did Oceania, right? It expires. No, we didn't. We did Britain. Yeah, we've been running a daytime slot. Yeah, we can run early evening. That's unlimited. There you go. And we just got the one, right? Yeah. Okay. 3 months, early evening. There we go. All right. So we are through the end of September on this. Honestly, I don't know if there's I don't know if there's like a smaller internet broadcast thing that I could do, like something that could actually get me some money, unless I did my own thing, and I don't have the money for that. Okay, next live stage, number 50. We're gonna go active. We're going to make it 2023 June. We're looking at June 14th. All right, this we're looking at a house show, Sunshine Stage Tour, hour and a half, active. We can go normal because this is in Tokyo. We're looking at Wednesday, June 7th. All right. What's up? What's up? Welcome. All right. So Wednesday, June 7th, active, normal. We should be good. So next show's in 6 days. We've got our TV tomorrow. So we've got what, 2 TVs plus 2 Joshi events. All right, so that's where we're at. All right, everything should be lined up now. Everything I believe has been figured out. The warnings are all warnings I'm okay with. All of that's good. Wrestling industry is currently weak. I think it's growing, though. Everything's growing, so things are looking up. No matter what, things are looking up. It is weak, but it's growing. I think same thing is happening over here. Below average, but it's all rising. Good. That's what we need. It is a lot of things that we need. Doesn't look like much of anything. Bunch of people staying with WWE and CMLL. Not much else. Couple people getting along. Yuji Nagata got promoted, and yeah, I think we're on to the next day. Yeah, I think it's been 2 weeks, and I didn't even realize until just like maybe half an hour ago that I had the video of 2K14, the stream that I did of it, and I still haven't published it. This is how awful I am. This is probably one of the better things that's going to come of me actually doing a dual stream on YouTube, is that when I'm having moments like I just have been all the time, where I have to more focus on things like when I'm getting my lawn mowed and when I'm going to the car wash or anything like that, and I just completely forget about whether or not I was going to publish a video. At least it'll be there besides just the Twitch VOD. All right, so 5 days there, nothing going on with this. No one's asking for a raise yet. Anything happening here? Just some loan outs. Daniel Bryan gaining power with WWE. Scotty 2 Hotty. Jeremy Borash is staying. Sari has extended her contract with WWE. She's still gonna be in NXT. Are they gonna do anything with her in NXT? Is this Sari gonna be better? Is this are they gonna treat this Sari well? Probably not. Man, I want to know her match history. What is she looking like? What has she been up to? Well, what she's been up to is losing to Mia Yim by DQ, losing to Indy Hartwell on the pre-show of NXT, and then losing to Indy Hartwell on the actual show. That is Sari's NXT run thus far in this game, on top of whatever they were doing with her in TEW 2020. But it has been 2 months. She has had 3 matches and she has lost all of them, and one of them was in the pre-show. Goodness gracious. How long? 731 days. I don't know. Maybe I'll make enough money at that point that I can maybe sign her away, but I don't know if I don't even know if my Joshi promotion is going to be big enough at that point. Let's see. Honestly, I feel like this version TEW NXT, I think, is treating Sari about as well as real NXT has been. We're not using you yet. We are at the arena. Booking team meeting takes my total to seat 202, 182 total. I think I need to start utilizing that a lot more when I actually get to my pay-per-views, because I can definitely spend that creative energy on stuff. I guess if I also have a big TV match as well. What do we got? Aiden English has turned up. Wondering if you might be able to use him tonight. Let's see. Would it count the second show? Because we are doing tapings, right? Like, I mean, tapings would give me the assumption that we'll offer him a one-night deal. I think I have a spot I can get him in there for. Given night was brought before wrestlers' courts. Too much time in front of the mirror admiring himself. All right. Currently annoyed. And we're not going to address the locker room because it's just TV. All right. All right. Let me book my TV real quick. We've got Rascals. We've got Tate Twins. Save that. We're going 15 total. Doesn't look like anything in particular. So open match, clean win. Nothing that I've written down for it. Angle. There and there. That's 2 minutes. We'll do a video backstage live hype. Nick Dinsmore cutting a promo. It's going to be about Pero, who is off screen. Odinson, who's off screen. Rhett Titus, who's off screen, and Kenny King, who's off screen. By its nature, video can't be live. It must be pre-taped. I mean, I guess it could be an angle. I guess if it's a live backstage deal. Yeah, should work. All right. Another angle. Drop that in. That is a video. So 2 outside broadcast, video, pre-tape, character development, Effie, character development, Anthony Mayweather off screen. Goodness. I don't know why. I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I think that's just, I don't know what it is exactly. I think I'll be fine though. Video with Nakamura. Okay, so outside broadcast video, pre-taped, character development. Well, actually, yeah, character development. We're gonna technically have our color guy be the segment host for the video because we need someone to be live while the other guys are technically off screen. Because there's no better way to do that without having to pay them exorbitant amounts of money for what amounts to a pre-tape that I assume we would have already filmed. Drew Parker, Heath. We're going 13. Hello, hello. Let's see. Nope. We want Drew Parker. We want open match, but I want a... Let's run Flash Pinfall. Let's run Botched Interference, Heath, Joe Hennig. It seems to be how this goes. All right. I guess I can also technically run Joe Hennig at ringside. So he's already there. It makes sense. Here we go. Throw that in there. We got 2 minutes on that. In the ring angle, generic. We want Drew Parker work in the crowd as Heath. Dramatic acting, I guess. Maybe work in the crowd. Let me see. Comic relief, dramatic acting. Work in the crowd. It's using his charisma. It should be fine. It's better than using their acting. It's basically work in the crowd. Being irate after a loss, not a big deal. Here we go. We got minute outside video pre-taped hype. We got Mike Bailey off screen. Alex Shelley off screen. Samoa Joe segment host. All right. Not much left. All right. Oh goodness. 3 minutes. Ring angle live. Serious, I think is probably okay. Attacker. JT Dunn. Victim. Oh, whoops. There we go. All right. 3 segments to go on this. Angle. Got that tirade out with the heritage title. What was that? 1 minute? 1 minute in the ring. Angle live. Hype. Tirade. Working the crowd. Hyping them up. There you go. Main event. We got Ryan Davidson. Christian Casanova. That is #1 contendership. Vertigo Heritage title. 17 total. We won Davidson. Open match. Let's just have a clean win. I think a clean win. It's a hard fought match between the two of them. Davidson gets it. I think that is acceptable. 2 minutes in the ring, Angle Live hype. We getting Tyree. He's working the crowd. Ryan Davidson's working the crowd to end the show. Here we go. All right, 11 segments, 60 minutes, $3,400. Oh man, I can't wait to be done with this because $3,400 is not terrible. It's not bad at all. If we were running an actual event and not just TV. Yeah, that's why I gotta stop doing this. All right, save it. And I think we're going. All right, we are here for Vertigo Attack episode number 69. Nice. And we have a big opening contest here as we are looking for contenders for the tag team championships. And two of the top teams, the Rascals and the Tate Twins, are going to start it off. It's not really an official tournament or anything, but getting some tag teams to face each other will give Commissioner Dinsmore a good idea exactly who should be challenging for the titles. This one went over 12 and a half minutes. Great wrestling, decent reaction, and Zachary Wentz ends up submitting Brandon Tate. Desmond Xavier kind of carried everybody, just barely though. And obviously the Rascals having good chemistry together. And a solid win. One of the best matches I think we've had with the 70 segment rating. So very, very good match. And gets the crowd hot. And with that, we have another match next week between The End and All Night Express. And he has decided that whoever wins that match next week's main event will face the Rascals in 2 weeks for the number one contendership to Tankman and Lamar's Vertigo tag titles. And with that, we get an FE video from last week where details the attack that Anthony Mayweather left on him and how he's feeling about it. And he's feeling vengeful. And he vows to get back at Mayweather for his attack. And we get to our next bit. Samoa Joe introducing a video with Shinsuke Nakamura, who hasn't really been seen in a few weeks. Was not around for Crackdown. We haven't seen much of Nakamura, but he continues insulting Matt Cardona as these two were supposed to face off about 5 weeks ago. And he is demanding his match, and he is ready to face him at Anniversary Blitz. Of course, we didn't be able to make it happen at Crackdown, but the plan is to make it happen at Anniversary Blitz 3, and Cardona, with his own video, accepts the match. So we will have sort of the pre-booking here for Anniversary Blitz. We already have Mike Bailey, Alex Shelley, and now pre-book the match. Hope this doesn't go back in my face. Matt Cardona versus Shinsuke Nakamura once again. We'll see if it happens this time. We already have a segment pre-booked with that name. What? Where? Where? Is it still back here? It is. All right. Hate it. I'm still going to pre-book the match. I'm just going to add like a dot at the end or something. Here. Shinsuke Nakamura. Matt Cardona. Did I change it around? Will it work that way? It will. All right. So that'll work. Whatever. It works. I'll take it. Next segment, we get Drew Parker. We haven't seen too much of Drew Parker after his brutal match with Ryan Davidson, but he is back. He has taken on one part of the Fed in Heath. And good wrestling between the both of them. Went nearly 11 and a half minutes. Joe Hennig was at ringside with Heath. He attempted to interfere on Heath's behalf. It backfired. It allowed Parker to get the win, to pin Heath and get the win. And Drew Parker and Heath have good chemistry amongst each other. Very interesting between the two guys. But strong matchup between the both of them there. Good matchup. And Drew Parker getting a surprise win thanks to the botched interference by Hennig. And after that, Parker rolls out of the ring. And after the roll up, and Heath and Joe Hennig are furious about it. They're irate, kicking the ropes, arguing with the ref, and yelling at Drew Parker as he heads to the curtain and to the back. We get another video, this time from the champion Speedball Mike Bailey. He's not here this week, but he is preparing himself for Anniversary Blitz 3 ever since he got official word that Alex Shelley will be the man challenging him for the heavyweight championship at Anniversary Blitz 3. He is preparing himself. He is getting into training to get himself ready to face Shelley for the title. JT Dunn walks out for his match, and as he's making his entrance before he could get into the ring, one called Manders ends up attacking him from behind, throwing him around the ring, throwing him into the ring steps, and eventually has a cowbell that he has with him. And as JT Dunn attempts to get up on his feet, Manders clocks him with the cowbell and knocks him out as referees come running down to separate them. But the damage has clearly been done, and Manders, who of course has been having to deal with JT Dunn for a while now, getting a little bit of his own here against Dunn as he leaves him laying cold. We get to our main event, the Heritage Champion Ty Ray coming out with the Heritage title, of course, over his shoulder to stand ringside, as he's going to be finding out next in tonight's main event who he will be defending the Heritage Championship against at Anniversary Blitz 3. That leaves us to our main event, Ryan Davidson versus Christian Casanova. A decent match, went nearly 15 minutes. Casanova did everything he could, but unfortunately it was not quite enough, as Davidson gets the better of him and hits him with a frog splash and gets the pin. And with that, we get our third official match booked, as Heritage Champion Ty Ray defends against Ryan Davidson. There we go. Title, Heritage, boom. All right, so we've got two of our title matches set up, and it looks like in a couple weeks we will have our third title match set up. With that, of course, Ryan Davidson looks at Ty Ray after the win, opens up the ropes for him, and dares him to come into the ring so that they could face off, perhaps even try to attack him. Ty Ray just continues to look at him, walks around the ring while still eyeballing him, holds the belt up at the bottom of the walkway, and walks backwards to the back with the belt held high as Davidson stares him down. And that is the end of this episode of Attack 57. I will definitely take that. Locker room incidents, nothing. Address the locker room, nope. We move on. All right. I may need to get some water here in a second. That might be a good idea. Give me just a moment. I am going to go refill my water. I will be right back. All right. I hate how warm it's gotten here now because had a heat index, I think, of like about 100. It was definitely in the 90s, and I hate it. Definitely too warm. I also had these pants that I bought from Japan. Very nice, very soft, very comfortable. I liked wearing them. And checked my got them on when I got home today and found out in the waist there was just a big hole. Like, not even like just a real tiny one, but like a big noticeable hole. Like, yeah, like it's probably about 1.5 by 2.5 inches. It's not good. I don't appreciate that because these things are literally about a week old and they've already torn. I don't think they were super expensive. That's one good thing, but also I'm not fond of the fact that they have torn. I guess I could probably sew them back up, but I don't know just how, even when I sew them back up, I'm probably going to be afraid of just what the next thing is going to be that tears them. 12 minutes on that. Tainted outside interference on Goddard's by Eric Cannon. Botched interference on Goddard's by Caesar at ringside is Eric Cannon and Caesar. Okay. A lot of road agent notes, but I think we got it all figured out with that. I've also been looking into basically online proofing NBA 2K25 for myself. Found out how to do some mods to basic logos and also take advantage of the fact that when you do like Team Creator, there's like 200 different logos, different various NBA logos you could use to kind of make your team design. So it's allowed me to put a bunch of stuff in there that at least makes it feel makes it feel more alive. Like the courts and the jerseys and everything for eventually when the servers just get shut down. I think it's usually the end of, probably for 2K25, the end of next year. So I still got plenty of time, but it's good to at least have the knowledge and stuff that I can work on now without having to worry about when that time comes. Garrison. Jesse Goddard's selling. Caesar working the crowd. Preston working the crowd. All right. Just a lot of stuff. Just a whole lot of stuff. There we go. All right. 2-minute vignette. Outside video. Pre-taped. Character development. Calvin Tankman. Trey Lamar. I saw that as I was clipping it. There we go. Let's see. 5 minutes. I think this is backstage interview, pre-taped, character development. And Cyrus Fees is the segment host. Anthony Mayweather. Cutting a promo. Effie cutting a promo. Tim Donst cutting a promo. All right. You still around? Yes, you are. All right. This is your match, man. You're here to take a loss to AR Fox. I think you're probably okay with that. Open match. Clean win. Yeah. This was supposed to be Facade, but I mean, I'll take Aiden English doing his thing. We can see what Aiden English does. Could be anybody. This doesn't, I mean, this is all about Fox. It doesn't matter who he beats. He's just going to be beating somebody. One ring angle live. Character developments. Christian Casanova. Attacker. AR Fox. Victim. Do the angle, do that. This 4 minutes in the ring, angle live, serious. I think this time it's just more both of them fighting. Let's see, angle. 2 minutes. Backstage interview live. Hype. Kenny King cutting a promo. Rhett Titus cutting a promo. Book that. Match. Main event. Here we go. 20 minutes. Big boy main event match. We'll go King. Pero. Open match. Clean win. I'm sure people are going to be thrilled that I'm putting A and X over in their first big match. Is this our first official match? I feel like I gave them one more match before this. I had to have, yeah. They beat like a lesser team. Yeah, they beat Sonic Amina. But then they beat the end. Here we go. Drop that in. Drop that in. 1 minute. In the ring. Angle live. Hype. Nick Dinsmore. Cutting a promo, I guess. It's more just character development. We'll update that. We do Rhett Titus working the crowd. Kenny King working the crowd. Zachary Wentz is off screen. Desmond Xavier's off screen. And I think we're good. This 5,700. Still not terrible. It's still not terrible, except for the fact that I'm not getting 2 shows worth of tickets or merch. So yeah, I'm going to be very happy when I can actually do that, because probably do some slightly better booking. All right. Everything else should be good though. Okay, we are here for Vertigo Attack episode number 70. 462 people here at Broadlawns Arena for this show. We're just a few episodes left of Attack as you know it. We'll be done before the end of the month here, right before Anniversary Blitz. But speaking of, we start off with a tag team match. The Throwbacks versus the Neo Body guys. Not a lot of wrestling, not a lot of heat. But Eric Cannon ends up, the finish basically Caesar Bononi getting up on the apron, looking to get the better of the Throwbacks, accidentally hits Jesse Goddard. And while the ref is tending to Caesar as well as Preston, that allows Cannon to interfere, spit beer in his face, and it allows JJ Garrett to hit Jesse Goddard with a JJ driver, get the pin, and the Throwbacks getting the win in just under 10 minutes, and a big surprising win for the Throwbacks here, beating the Neo Body guys. And with that, of course, the Throwbacks celebrate, get out of the ring with Eric Cannon, who I forgot to put in there, but yep, the other two Neo Body guys, Caesar and Preston, attending to Jesse Goddard, who's disgusted by the beer spray that he just had to endure, as well as the loss in this match. So he is none too happy right now. We get Calvin Tangman and Trey Lamar. They've been informed of the possible contenders that they're going to have to deal with. But they are talking about their reign thus far as tag champions. It's been, I think, like 8-9 months, maybe. It's been quite a while, and talk about their possible opponents at Anniversary Blitz 3, as that should be the next time they defend the Vertigo tag titles. Cyrus Fees had a pre-tape where he was backstage in a meeting room having a sit-down interview with Anthony Mayweather, Effie, and Tim Donst, who, of course, has had some issues with Mayweather as well. Discussed the personal issues between the three of them. But Cyrus Fees wanted to get all three of them in here just to make sure. Oh, by the way, yeah, Anthony Mayweather improvised well. Effie didn't do well without a script to follow. Pre-taping allowing multiple takes. Tim Don struggled without a script. Jesus. Okay. But yeah, this allowed all of this kind of behind the back sneaky stuff between three day one guys in Vertigo as they bring them in here. And Cyrus Fees announces that Commissioner Dinsmore has decided that he's going to give them all a chance at a Vertigo world title match, which, of course, both Mayweather and Effie, former champions. Tim Donst has not been, but he decides to make the Commissioner Dinsmore has decided to make a three-way dance at Anniversary Blitz. Let's see, Anthony Mayweather, Effie, and Tim Donst. So, Anniversary three-way dance. Shot at world title on the line. Remember when ANX won the ROH tag team titles? Yeah, about 6 months too late, too. Yeah. Yo, how's it going? All right, so book that up there. So, yep. Like I said, Anthony Mayweather, Effie, Tim Donst in an anniversary three-way dance with a shot at the world title on the line between the three of them. Come up with another match here. AR Fox taking on Aiden English, who I can't remember if this is his first time. It might be a second. I might have utilized him one other time. Doesn't matter because it doesn't take but under 9 minutes to eventually hit English with a fox catcher and get the pin on him, and AR Fox carrying to still a halfway decent bout regardless, and getting the win. But as he celebrates, the man who lost last week in the main event, seemingly out of nowhere, slides into the ring and attacks AR Fox from behind, and levels him with a super kick, and lays him out, and hits a pose to the crowd, slides out of the ring, and AR Fox is stunned. He's still trying to orientate himself as Christian Casanova starts walking backwards to the through the curtain, as Fox is still trying to get his wits about him, but he does not seem happy at what has just happened, and I don't think anyone would be, as no real reason as to why Christian Casanova did this. Much like last week, this week, it's one called Manders. He comes out for a match. He is attacked by JT Dunn, but before Dunn could really do much, Manders starts fighting back, as these two have been brawling for weeks and a couple months at least now, and they end up kind of fighting off to the side, through parts of the crowd, and even out into the back area of the arena. And as they fight each other on the outside, eventually Dunn gets the better of Manders and kind of whips him into a dumpster, and then eventually just kind of tosses him into the dumpster. And Manders wasn't, completely knocked out for it, but was enough to get him in there, as Dunn definitely was hoping for it to not be as hard as it was, and referees coming to try to break this up, and just leaving it at that. So a lot of attacks between Manders and Dunn for the last few months here. We're getting ready for our main event. The All Night Express are backstage. They are confident that they can beat the former tag team champs. Of course, they themselves are world-renowned former tag team champions as well. And they're looking to take over the tag division, where beating Sonic Amina just a few weeks ago was just the first part of it. But their biggest match, as they're looking to prove that they are the next tag team champions to take over the division, will be happening tonight. And of course, former dominant tag champions, The End, facing off against All Night Express. Good wrestling, a decent reaction. It went 18 minutes. It took nearly a third of the TV runtime for this episode. Eventually, though, somehow Kenny King found the strength to get Pero, of all people, up for a torture rack DDT, and All Night Express shockingly gets a win over the dominant former champions in the end, and the All Night Express get a big win over the former tag champs. But like I said, All Night Express been a big tag team before. And with that, Nick Dinsmore comes out. We've seen him. We saw him last week, and this week, after making this match, he has decided that next week, All Night Express will be facing the Rascals for the number one contendership. So we will determine the number one contenders to the Vertigo tag titles at Anniversary Blitz 3 when All Night Express take on the Rascals. And that will be the finish to the show. Once again, increase of a popularity. We lost a bunch of money. I cannot wait to be done with the TV tape. I can't wait for this month to be done, and we are done with the TV era of our show. And we just got one more set of tapings, and that is it. New being live on YouTube. Yeah, I've been meaning to do it, and I noticed that there was a way to do it without having to spend like $20 a month on Restream. So this is kind of a test, but also I figured if there's going to be anything that I also can do live, it'll be a good first test as well. So assuming everything kind of, it's TEW, so we'll see how well it runs. I assume it'll run just fine, considering it's a text-based game. But yeah, let's see here. Gain everywhere. We even gained a full point in the Midwest. All right. There we go. But yeah, I think as long as I remember to do it, I'll probably make this a very regular thing to diversify myself for both just Twitch and YouTube, and also makes an easy spot for people to still see the VODs before I kind of cut out maybe the beginning and end to make the actual video. Let's see here. Let's do Nightshade and Debbie Keitel and Rev Pro. They've been bonding recently. It's funny. Debbie Keitel I don't think is British. Pretty sure she's not. Oh, she's Irish. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of funny that it's happening between two women who probably would end up getting along in Japan. Considering I think I don't know if Nightshade's still in Japan or not. I saw her in Vegas. But yeah, I don't think Debbie Keitel, wasn't she just in Los Angeles or San Diego for that Kitsune thing? It required me to really pay attention to Kitsune. But I feel like she was just in America for that. OTT Bad Morale. Hanma. Fuka unhappy with Marvelous. He's spoken to police after leaving several threatening messages for Command Bolshoi, the head booker of the promotion. What the fuck? I mean, if Fuka leaves, I don't know. How much is she worth? We could use a subpar trainer, couldn't we? to teach our girls very little. It's funny that this version of her is in Marvelous of all places. Like, I guess they are getting along okay, but yeah, I don't think that would do as great. Let me look this here. So we still got the one show, and that is in 4 days. Should have the TV. Yeah, we got our next TV in 13 days. What we got for this? 2 episodes remaining, as I assumed. Christian Casanova has charisma. He has lots of upside. Hey. 13,596 people. There you go. 2 episodes left. 1 set of TV tapings, and we are done ski. And we'll just probably do weekly events, which I'll probably enjoy. I think will probably be good. Let me see. I think we're good there. There we go. Best of Super Juniors. Is that the finals? Yes. Daisuke Harada beat Bushi to win Best of the Super Juniors. Interesting. Retain. So yeah, Daisuke Harada win Best of the Super Juniors. Take over in your house. Dean Malenko staying with AEW. Let's see. Sheamus new storyline. See if there's anybody. Just trying to see here. Mercedes Martinez, Malcolm Bivens, Roderick Strong, Brian Kendrick. Extension for Chris Parks. Heat Wave. Oh. You know, I think that's the first time I've actually seen weather playing a factor, like weather being involved in this. All live events, general disruption hit the region after sweltering heat wave. That's the first time I think I've actually seen that thus far. Justice Green Loco, 0-1 bad morale, which I think has always happened. ROH extending deal with Jim Cornette. I forgot that he was there. What is he doing? He's the booker? Oh no. Honestly, I would honestly love to know now. Now that we've gotten a fair bit into the Tony Khan Ring of Honor era, I would love to know what people would rather have. Current Ring of Honor Tony Khan era Ring of Honor, or Jim Cornette, what was it, early 2010s era Ring of Honor? I'd love to know what people would prefer. Do you like it now, or would you believe that maybe better then? I don't know. Mark Sterling retired. I think Mark Sterling's always been retired, or at least been retired for a little bit now. All right. Nothing going on there. There's a lot of pieces of news, though. Yeah. Oh, no is right. That would be one of those things. It's like, do you pay attention to Ring of Honor? Because I mean, obviously, Tony Khan Ring of Honor's got some things like Women of Honor. The women's division seems to be a lot better, but how much of it outside of that is better? Reika Saiki bonds with Takumi Aroha. Aja Kong bonds with Meiko Satomura. I think that's already happened. Extension for Road Dogg, Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Max the Impaler argument with Avra Everett. I forgot Max the Impaler is actually in here. May have to consider it for my Joshi promotion, maybe. Miyaka Matsumoto wants more money. How much more? Good Lord, woman. You think you're worth $120? 80 I could do. There you go. Please the decision. Hazuki, you've only been here like once. You've only done one freaking appearance, and you're like, actually. All right, $70, whatever. Get out of here. One show. It's just like, actually, you're not paying me enough. Fuck off then. All right, 2 days. Trying to follow WWE to be good at Stardom. Yeah. I gotta admit, I will watch a fair bit of a lot of the Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro, Marvelous Sendai Girls type shows. I will watch a lot of the Joshi stuff. And pretty much WWE and AEW are like YouTube highlights is kind of how I keep up with some of it. Was she not listed in here as being married to Moxley? Did they? Oh, she divorced. She divorced Jon Moxley and is now dating Jinder Mahal. What the fuck? She finally had enough. Now she's getting Maharaja'd. Oh no, Ron Simmons has left the business. Sammy Guevara agrees to deal with WWE. I don't see that happening. I wouldn't see that happening. Does it say how long it is? No? Alright. And he's the TNT champion, so they got 24 days to get the belt off him. I don't know, is the AI smart enough to do that? To be like, oh shit, this dude is about to leave us. We should probably have him drop the title to somebody. I mean, I did see what is his name now? Shit, I forget his name now, but I did see him in Vegas because as I was walking around the Palms, he was there for, was it the clusterfuck? It was the Joey Janela thing. Was he doing Bloodsport? It was one of the GCW shows, and I saw him. I walked right by him at the Palms in Vegas. He's a big dude, and I'm a big dude. I'm just like 6'4", and he's a little bit bigger than I am. Pentagon Jr. has become a chief enforcer in AEW. Interesting. Ho-Ho Loon leaving Dragon Gate. Oh, that sucks. Is he working anywhere else? No. 35, but I wouldn't be. Now, this is a real personal thing. And I might shortlist him as a possibility. I like Ho Ho Loon. He's a really nice dude. I've met him a couple times now, even most recently in Vegas. He's a really nice dude, and he's super helpful. And I know this is just a game, but I would feel bad like letting him just sit and swing out there without anything. I could utilize him as somebody, maybe. I'm sure I could. Let's see. Johnny Swinger had an argument with Rob Van Dam, Mark Quinn, and versus Nick Aldis. Is Aldis the champ in NWA at this point? Has he dropped the belt to somebody? Oh my God. I'm trying to think here. National heavyweight, Southeastern heavyweight. It doesn't really say who the actual. They don't have like the main title. There's no NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So there's the Southeastern and then the National. Tommaso Ciampa, by the way. When did he... I forgot that he left WWE. Ciampa's still out there as a free agent, basically. Dawson's, Thomas Latimer, Brittany Blake, so... I feel like at some point... you would have to, is the NWA like an alliance belt? That might be alliances. I don't think they're in a, no, they're not in an alliance. So like, where's it at? Investments, purchase a classic title belt. All right. So it's not there. That's weird. What happened to the belt then? Where's the NWA Heavyweight Champion? Where's that championship belt? Did they attach it to like Ring of Honor or something? Because it was being like even in 2020 though, it was still in NWA. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I can look at the editor. I want to know what happened to the World Heavyweight Championship. Unrestricted. It's owned by NWA. All right. It's owned by NWA, but they retired the belt then? Like, what? They own it. They own the title. There it is right there. But it's been since retired. Why? It was being defended. It was. So now what? The Southeastern Heavyweight title with a National Heavyweight? Are we just declaring two heavyweight champions? I mean, the National Heavyweight, to be fair, I think is considered a mid-card title as well. So I guess maybe the Southeastern Heavyweight title. That's a new one, isn't it? 2022. So this was made in game. This was made in game in TEW 2020. So, okay, judging by this, because this was a title. No, this reign began. So, unknown start finish dates. So, this thing was either vacant or retired. And then the AI, I assume in TEW 2020, because the reign began 216 days ago, retired the world title and brought back the Southeastern Heavyweight title, which I would assume potentially to be the actual, well, I mean, technically, I guess the television title has the most prestige. I don't know. Yeah, the AI retired the one belt that keeps that keeps the NWA relevant. I know. I don't know what happened there. They retired the world title for whatever reason. Let me see here. 9 days away from that. That's fine. We're not dealing with that. And tonight, oh, thank God. we're gonna select show. We're at Narimasu. Not being broadcasted. No booking team meeting. Incidents. Bozilla has turned up. Requested she be allowed to hang out backstage. Sure. Riko Fukunaga wants to be allowed backstage. Sure. Rina has been influenced by Nikon Lee, having been acting in a similar way. Asako Miya gave the locker room a lift when she provided free drinks for everyone. Lady C came to you backstage with an idea for a creative finish. And then Ayumi Kurihara ran drills. All right. This one, I've begun trying to simplify a lot of these shows into kind of how they actually do these shows. I guess character development. Character development is like the catch-all promo slash crowd thing. I feel like that's not a great show of it, but whatever. So usually on these lesser shows, I do have other ones where I'm doing more angles, but these spot shows really do not have a lot other than match. Let's see here. Why is that like that? Raku, Yoshiko Hasegawa. That is 10 minutes. Raku. Open match. Clean win. Here we go. Next one. Mawari, Momoka Hanazono. That's 11 minutes. Himawari. Open match. We're going to keep Momoka strong as we get a tainted flash pinfall victory. And another match. 2v2. Miyakoko Army. Arisu Endo and Lady C. 11 minutes. And we'll give Chie, Lady C, open match. I guess a clean win is fine. This is only applied to matches where Lady C is set to be the victor. Excuse me? Very risky. Oh. Well, I don't trust you. I trust myself to know what's best for this company. And what's best for this company is not having you go over. I'm sorry. Nothing personal. Sahi, open match, clean win. There we go. Finally have an angle. Finally have a promo to cut. Angle live. Character development. Arana Neko. Ayano Irie is off screen. I mean, honestly, I could bring her in. I'll just bring her up as a part of it. Why not? I don't think Ayano cost all that much. Let's do it. Three-way dance. Yuri. Ram. Unagi. And 15. Open, clean. Unagi, the first elimination. Let's see. 2 in the ring angle, character development. Yuri. Here we go. Got herself a little promo. Match. There. Free Wi-Fi. JK. And 15. We got now over Ruaka. Open match, clean win, I guess. Probably shouldn't be. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of cheating. I think they're both already pretty white hot at this point anyway. I think if we look at both of them, white hot and very hot. So yeah, they've already got a shitload of momentum going their way. In the ring angle, let's see. Now. And Hikari. There we go. 87. Does that sound right? Yes, it does. Kind of a shorter show, but that's what we're going for with these spot shows. Hour 27, about an hour and a half. Get out the door, and away we go. Don't think anything else is really necessary. You know, we don't have announcers, so not broadcasting it, so I guess we go. All right, we are here at Narimasu Act Hall, sold out for the first show of the month. It is the Sunshine Stage Tour here in Tokyo. There will be a couple other shows, both in Osaka and Nagoya. But we got our Tokyo show here. And Sairi Namba opens up the show, running down the card for the day, including our main event, Free Wi-Fi, taking on JK Fallen Stars. So that will be our main event to look forward to, as well as the three-way dance and a litany of other one-on-one matches, including this very first one, Raku taking on Yoshiko Hasegawa. A decent reaction between the crowd, subpar wrestling. Just over 7.5 minutes, and Raku ends up getting the win with the Goodnight Express over Yoshiko Hasegawa. Really off her game, Raku carried her through this match, and there you go. So Raku getting the win somehow. Well, of course, getting the win, but somehow being a carry job is funnier to me. We go to our next match, Himawari, who's still very early in her career, taking on Momoko Hanazono. And Momoko was a little bit off her game, but decent reaction in the crowd. They were getting white hot, even though the subpar wrestling. And Momoko looked to get the win here, but a shock roll-up from Himawari using the ropes for leverage in just under 9 minutes, and Himawari gets a big win. I can't remember if it's the first win of her career, but I'd have to check. I couldn't really... I'd probably have to look here, because I don't think I gave her any in the match history. No, she does have a win already somewhere. Well, she has this three-way, so I think this might be her first official one-on-one win, which, I mean, she's been in a lot of three-way dances anyway, so This is her first one-on-one win, I believe, of her career, and a surprising one over Momoka Hanazono. We get to our next match, Miyakoko Army taking on Arisu Endo and Lady C. And decent reaction. Once again, some more subpar wrestling. Miyakoko Army ends up getting the win. Just under 9.5 minutes, Chieko Ishikawa submits Lady C as Sako keeps Arisu from getting in to break it up. And Asako Miya has a strong connection with the young female demographic who really liked her winning. Is that a thing now that we get to bring Asako Miya around to inspire future generations of Joshis? Oh boy. So hey, getting a nice win there. And we get another match here, a little bit bigger match between two halves of active tag teams, including one half of our Twin Spirit champions, Asahi, taking on Revelations Haruna Neko. And just over 13 minutes, a good back and forth match between the both of them. It was pretty decent, but unfortunately, Asahi, well, I guess not unfortunately. Unfortunately for Neko, Asahi traps her in a submission and forces her to tap, and the Twin Spirit champion Asahi gets the win over Haruna. And with that, Ayano Irie, who is ringside with her, comes in and kind of comforts her as Neko is not too happy. She seems quite sad and distraught over how things have been going. Things have been going very wrong, especially with the big loss at Shining Stage 3. But after removing Abaddon from the group, she vows that now she will start winning with Ayano around, as herself and Ayano will now move forward as the dedicated tag team for Revelation. We get a three-way dance between Yuri Ram Kaicho and Unagi Sayaka. Decent enough match between the three of them. Went just over 12 minutes. Unagi Sayaka was surprisingly eliminated first, and then came down to Yuri and Ram Kaicho. Yuri got the win, and good performance from her there, as they all were pretty close to one another in that young female demographic at a Joshi show. Yeah, it's rare. Speaking of people who have inspired young female demographic, Unagi Sayaka has done that. So it's kind of surprising she also does not have a young female demographic, as she's inspiring somehow a new generation of Joshis. But because of that win, Yuri, after the match, grabs a microphone. She declares her intention to really challenge herself and push herself to beat better and better opponents, as she wants to fight for the Fighting Spirit Championship, now held by Mika Iwata. And looks like she wants to challenge for it. She wants to try to beat some better opponents to be able to prove that she is worthy of challenging Iwata. We get to our main event. Decent matchup here between Free Wi-Fi and JK Fallen Stars. And it goes 13.5 minutes. But now Kakata and Noah, of course, blatantly cheating throughout the match, and eventually got the better of Ruaka as they get the submission, force Ruaka to tap, and Free Wi-Fi get the victory, as they also pretty much carried this match between the two of them. Carried them through this. And they end the show with a promo of their own, declaring themselves the best tag team. Of course, they got a big win at Shining Stage 3 against Sina Shiori and Tai Hanma in sort of double former best friends tag challenge, as they got the big win at Korakuen Hall and declaring themselves the best tag team. So they may be eyeing the Twin Spirit titles. And that will be the end of the show. No popularity changes. That's probably not good. That means I got to make the show even better. especially towards the end. But I did make $3,400, so you know what? It did, while it didn't do a ton for my popularity, did pretty good for my wallet, as I actually turned a profit on the show. I only spent $1,600 on the workers, $5,600 in ticket sales alone, and I wasn't broadcasting it, so I didn't have to spend a boatload of cash to have announcers and all that. So production was very low. I'll take it. I'll take a nice profit on a show. I don't get that over on the American side right now. Down some of my water. Arn Anderson jealous. Annoyed at not being senior road agent. Oh, did he get kicked out of being the senior road agent? Did Dean Malenko get kicked out? Oh, they both hate Jerry Lynn now. Yuka argument. Yuka Sakazaki and Charlie Evans had an enormous bust up. There's a serious problem with their interpersonal relationship and sour the backstage atmosphere. Wow. And she's still got nearly 3 years. She must have just re-signed. She's still got nearly 3 years left on that deal. So she's going to have to... Yeah, negative opinion of Charlie Evans, negative opinion of Isaiah Cassidy. Deep friendship with Miyu Watanabe, and yeah, I guess it certainly wasn't public at this point in time, so that makes that funny as well. Even though it's been not so well kept secret, but when this database was made, she wasn't technically with anybody, so let's see. Braun Strowman injured. So let me see when the next house show is. It is the Sunshine Stage Tour in Nagoya. We go active. We go very cheap. We go Friday, June 16th. I guess I probably could have. Friday, June 16th. Boom. Should show up there. Yeah, 2 days after our live stage event. We head to Nagoya. Active, very cheap. Okay, so everything should be good there. Raku's a natural talker. She's worth giving promo time to, in my opinion. Of course she would go to bat for Raku. All right. So, hey, things are looking up as far as the shows are concerned. We do still have one more show to knock out before I call it a day. And we got 6 days to go before live stage 50. We're at 50 live stages officially. Yeah, so I've been having to deal with a lot of the logo stuff, but I'm hoping because there's a lot of issues as far as there's a lot of issues that I think come up when you're using like a lot of custom and downloaded logos and stuff to try to make custom teams in NBA 2K25. But I think if you're using stuff that quote unquote is in the game, I'm wondering how much better it will be if it won't like crash the game basically. I guess we'll find out. Might be good for being able to run this kind of stuff that I want to run. What's going on there? I just need to see if I can find a mod that allows me to change what building they're in, because I'd like to use a smaller building for one of the leagues, and I can technically do that. I can technically do that through like the download stuff, but I'd like to be able to figure it out outside of that. Latin lover to say farewell. Was it Latin lover? There was just a thing with him and Shawn Michaels with the Worlds Collide because they had a picture with each other back in the 90s too. SmackDown got dropped by Gifu Broadcasting System. Oh my goodness. How bad was it? 75? Are they not able to get a 75? Tiger Hattori passes away. Oh no. Retirement from Shark Girl versus Crazy Boy. Not a whole lot of other stuff there. Dragon Dia and Ada. Yeah, SmackDown got dropped. Tiger Hattori passed away, and that was temperature soar. Once again, this time Puerto Rico getting hit with the heat wave. Jesus. 11,300. Shark Girl versus Crazy Boy. It really sounds like, some sort of asylum film. If you know the company The Asylum. They're the ones behind like Sharknado and a lot of the other mockbusters. I don't know. Do they still do those? I don't think they do. I wonder if they do or not. I bet you they probably don't. Like, they hit gold with Sharknado and then they made like 8 of them. Toriano and El Desperado bonded recently. Sho and Shingo Takagi. Dominion. Let's see. Dominion's a big show for them. Let's see. Was there anything there? Retain. I see. Hiromu Takahashi defeated Kenta for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. I guess the best of the Super Juniors doesn't matter. They wanted to put the belt on Hiromu. And then Kazuchika Okada in the main event retained the Intercontinental title against Ibushi. No world title. Did they get rid of their world title too? Don't tell me they got rid of their world title. No, it's still there. Ospreay. Yeah, I think Ospreay just defended it against Zack Sabre Jr. in the save. I need to change that Stardom logo. I haven't had that in years. TJPW stick out. I mean, it's just stupid enough to possibly be an actual title. I don't think it actually was. Miyu Watanabe and Pam Harajuku are the Princess Tag Champions. WWN Championship, Ilya Dragunov won that. And then Progress Tag titles won by Connor Mills and Danny Duggan. Yuna Manase bonds with Yuki Kamifuku. All of that sounds decently reasonable. There we go. Naruki Doi opened the Dream Gate champion. Wait a minute. Previously vacant title of Dragon Gate King of Gate. Dragon Gate will be hoping that he will repay the faith they've shown with a good title run. That's the world title, isn't it? Yeah, open the Dream Gate. Yeah, beat Yuki Yoshioka. And then what is that? Big win for KZ, winning King of Gate. Oh my God. KZ actually winning something major is something that they're treating KZ better here in this game than they are in real life. In a cage match, he defeated UT in a cage match to win King of Gate. than Ada defeating Dragon Dia. It's actually kind of funny. Monami and Mayuri Watani. Scene bonding. Himika and Satsuki Totoro. Kakeru and Kaho Kobayashi. I mean, they actually did. They actually very reasonable that they bond, given their real life tag team ship. Haru and Neko bonds with Sana Shiori. I missed this. Hired pro. What the fuck? Where's all this money from these people coming from? Maybe I'm doing things wrong, obviously. This is what happens when I decide to do something for both myself and the audience who's watching rather than just game the system. Because I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could just game the system to be able to make this work. UT shows up wasted. Oh God, he loses that big cage match, and then all of a sudden he gets drunk afterwards, and he might get thrown out the door. Too many painkillers. Does he have a known painkiller addiction before this? So he's high on painkillers the day after a big cage match that he had. It probably is not how it's supposed. It probably is not how they intended it, but it turns out really well for the lore here. Enzo Amore claims that he should be given the chance to carry MLW as the real star of the company. We're almost to Wednesday. We're getting to Wednesday so we can get to our last show. There we go. NXT, Seikan Chicano, NXT Tag Team Edition, Kona Reeves and Arturo Ruas. Sari bonds with Samir Singh. Sunil Singh bonds with Dexter Loomis. Did they put anybody with Sari so far? No? All right. Sue Young versus Katie Forbes, a bust up between the both of them. Saya Ida and Tsukushi. Oh boy. New feud between Arisa Nakajima and Momoko Hanazono. Oh no. Poor Momoko's going to get killed. Itsuki and Tai versus Aono and Oikawa. All right. I mean, I know who's going to be there, but I'm not going to give him a night off. We're going to Shinjuku Face because now that's our secondary of the deals here. So we'll just sell out Shinjuku Face. I think with the way things happened after this, I think I'm going to actually broadcast it. Final stored amount is 69. Creative energy. Locker room incidents. Haru Kazushira, a child has shown up and wants to hang out backstage. I guess. A near child has shown up and wants to hang out backstage. Sure, I guess. We already have a couple other teenagers. Why not? We have like at least 2 or 3 other teenagers. Come on in. Rina's being influenced by Himika and beginning acting in a similar way. And not going to worry about addressing the locker room right now because it's not a major event. We do need some local workers. We need some local workers who are broadcasters. I mean, we've got Ihara and Stuart Fulton for sure. Wonder if there's... I want to see some of these other ones here. Color. I think Ihara. No, she's that. Stuart Fulton. 68-54. He's a 58. Sayoko Mita. Kagehiro Osano. Jun Kasai. Wonder if I should do that. I need to find out who these guys are. I think Kagehiro Osano does the TJPW or Stardom shows. Maybe. I have to look. Daisuke Takahashi. Let me check this out. 320. 290. 300. I mean, we'll try this. We'll see how this works. Daisuke Takahashi. Kagehiro Osano. And let me make 100% sure that I put them in as the commentary team, because I don't need to be doing that again. I need to find out where they both work, because I think at least one of them actually does work the Stardom or TJPW shows. That's not what I want. I need to do another couple local worker searches, because we need Chan Yoda for the night, and we need Hanako for the night. All right, so we add the angle. They're going to be the opening as well for this. So live angle, character development. Namba runs down the card. Hanako, Chan Yoda. There we go. Opening contest. Tag match. You got AI Princess, Hanako, Chan Yoda. We're looking at 11 minutes. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's give Nao Ishikawa the victory. Let's have Chan Yoda lose. Open match, clean win. And angle, drop that in there. We've got 2 minutes on that. Character development. We've got now Ishikawa cutting a promo and Yuki Arai cutting a promo. There we go. Another angle. What is this? We got one. We've got backstage. We've got interview. Live. Character development. Maybe hype, actually. Ram. Cutting a promo. Here we go. All right. Match. Exclude who's booked. Got Mei Saruga and Ram Kaicho. We're looking at 16 minutes for this total. getting the win. Open match, clean win. Here we go. And 4 minutes. We'll do serious. I'd say it's serious. Attacker and Maze Saruga victim. There we go. Next one is a match. Tag team. JK Fallen Stars. Miyakoko Army. Come on. We got 11 minutes on that. We'll get Hina and Sako can take the loss. All the little girls that are in the she's big with the young female demographic, but I highly doubt that we're selling out Shinjuku face on the idea of the young girls coming in to watch Asako. She can just lose. It's fine. That the average age in that crowd is probably about 55. Let's be honest. Let's see. Backstage interview. Live. Hype. Well, we'll make it an angle. Michiko cutting a promo. Haruna Neko and Ayano Irie. Here we go. Match 3v3. 3 whole young hearts were broken that night. Yeah, out of the 600, 3 young hearts were broken. Where is Revelation? Oh, that's right. I don't officially have Revelation. I have to make it. I need to make it before I forget. I'm going to make it before I forget. Aruna Neko. Ayano Irie. Unit. Can I type it with an E like that? Revelation. I don't know, what should their finisher be? I feel like they should have a finisher. I don't know. We'll add the team. Oh. All right. With a period. How about that? Can I do inactive any type? How about that? Oh, because she's not technically in the company anymore, it doesn't show up. Damn it. And I don't feel like hiring her back for a night. Just actually, I forgot. I could sign her for a night, couldn't I? Oh, okay. She's pissy. She's pissy. She doesn't want to join us. Hey, I just need to hire you for a night just so I can change some things. I don't actually need you on the show, but I'm going to pay you to be here so I could get some get some documentation taken care of. I just need to hire you for a night. Hang on. I just need you to be here. I'm getting rid of some old things, that still have your name on it. I just needed you here for it, technically. Let's see. Aruna Neko. Actually, they'll work the crowd a little bit. There we go. I don't need you on the show. I just need some administration work done. Just need you here to finalize some administration work, and then I can get rid of you officially. 5 minutes. And character development. Saya Kamitani. And yeah, character development. Mika Iwata, who is off screen. There we go. Match. By the way, I feel like I'm missing something. 10 segments. All right, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is that. Okay, wait. Okay, segment 7. Oh, I forgot to put the match in. Holy shit, there's a whole ass match I forgot to put in. Jesus, I did the whole tag team thing and then just completely forgot about the actual deal there. Whoops. Uh, 16, by the way. Let's go. Michiko. You know what? Let's have her pin Kamiyu because we want her. I think we need her to be kind of strong right now. Pinning someone who's kind of seen as one of the obvious, who's not the obvious pin eater of the group, seems like the thing to do. Seems like at least a bigger victory. There we go. All right. So that's 9, 10, 11. Now we're on 12. All right. Now we're good. I forgot to put the... Yeah, that's a WWE thing right there. Oh, I knew I forgot. Imagine being an hour and a half into the show and you're just like looking over at they're looking over at somebody in WWE going, I knew I forgot to put a match in. God. Let's be honest, they're not doing that because they need to maximize their commercial potential. I mean, they're practically doing that for UFC, right? Like a main card in UFC is like 3 hours and it's like 5 fights. Like no matter what. It's kind of crazy. Because I think the prelims are like another 2 hours and they're still like, because they do like 12 fights in a night, but only 5 of them are like on that main card. So not far-fetched. Because then they can start putting in all sorts of commercials and everything else. Yeah, there's a brand new look from Maria that I could put in here, but I refuse to acknowledge it. So I'm probably just going to keep the picture the way it is. Yeah, I could go to maybe a slightly less colorful hair version, but that's, yeah. I also probably need to change the Miyomomono one as well. I mean, she doesn't look that much different than she does in this, but a few changes on some of them would probably be good. Yeah, just the Miyomomono thing. 2 minutes in the ring. There you go. Match. Himeka, Rina Yamashita. That's a grand total of 18 minutes there. Himeka. Open match, clean win. And 4 minutes in the ring. Character development. Himika will send the crowd home. Jungle Kiono will be brought up off screen. Here we go. 117 minutes. That's what we're looking at. Usually I try to hit 120 on the dot. I don't know why. I probably just got sick of booking stuff. I was like, I really booked everything I kind of want. I could probably throw an extra 3 minutes worth of like promos or something, but I think we already got quite a bit. So I think I just let it sit with, you know what? I'll call an audible. We can do one there. We can do one there. We can do one there. Now we're at 120. Here we go. It all works out. Okay, good. Also, because I had the hindsight of actually putting them in as commentary, this should be okay. The 68s for both of them, play-by-play and color, should be pretty good. I think that's better than what we were getting. Question mark? Couldn't remember. It's about on par, I think, of what we were getting. 65 and 68, so out there. All right, 15 segments is right, 120 minutes, and we go. All right, we are here at a sold-out Shinjuku face for Idol Pro Live Stage 50. Sayuri Nemo running down the card, including a big main event between Himika and Rina Yamashita. We also got a big match between Mio Momono and Maria Takeda. But she introduces Chanyota and Hanako, who come out. They said they are not officially signed, but they are looking to team again after teaming up at Kraken Hall for Shining Stage 3. They're hoping to get a win this time in a more normal environment of tag team. So we see here, but they do have to face AI Princess, who does have a decent amount of momentum going their way. And just over 9 minutes, now Ishikawa submits Chanyota. And AI Princess gets the win over Hanako and Chanyota there. Yuki Arai off her game. No one really as a big standout there. Now Ishikawa was the best out of them, but Yuki Arai was kind of off her game, and Hanako was almost there too. So interesting stuff. Now and Yuki discuss the win that they had in the tag team turmoil, the 5-team turmoil. For the number one contendership at Shining Stage 3, and they hope to win at the next Kraken, as I believe we can probably officially put that. I believe it's just a live stage, right? I'm not stupid. No, it is. It is the next live stage. Okay. So we just put that at live stage 51 at Kraken Hall, our next Kraken Hall show. Book a match here as the... I wonder why that did what it did. But I'm going to run that. 2v2. But we are going to get the first official title defense of the JD Lionesses versus AI Princess. Whoops. And there we go. So we've got that set up. And we go on Ram Kaicho after her win And after getting rid of Yuna Mizumori, getting rid of how she felt as the anchors around her, she plans on getting back into title contention. She was close, about a year and a half ago or so. But she's looking to get back into title contention tonight, facing off against former Royal Spirit champion in Mei Suruga. Good heat and decent reaction between them. Only 13 and a half minutes. Things did not go great for Ram Kaicho as Mei Suruga hits her with a brain buster to get the victory there. And the former champ, Mei Suruga, still proving herself a potential contender as she beats Ram Kaicho. After the match, as she celebrates, we get Hazuki, who, of course, we saw make her debut at Shining Stage 3. She comes out, quickly introduces herself to Mei. They shake hands as there seems to be, some smiles between them until Hazuki basically kicks her in the face, knocks her down, and moves her to the ropes and just starts face washing her with her boot until people around ringside kind of come in and until they pull her apart and seemingly just kind of the almost out of nowhere turd from Hazuki just attacking Mei Suruga and leaving her there as she had to be pulled apart and eventually goes to the back. And Hazuki doesn't really look mad at her, just kind of determined and smug is the way to kind of look at Hazuki's face right now. Not sure what got into her attacking Mei Suruga, but we'll probably find out in the future. Meanwhile, we got two people who were at the last show, JK Fallen Stars and Miyakoko Army. And this time, a decent reaction, but still subpar wrestling between them. And JK Fallen Stars did get the win here as Hina pinned Asako Miya, who was the weak link, really getting dragged around here. Struggling to keep up with everyone. But JK Fallen Stars getting the win. And moving on here. We get to 6-person tag match. Michiko leading Ayano Irie and Haru Neko. Now, of course, they suffered the loss at Shining Stage 3. And rallies her group, berates them for the loss, but because they got rid of Abaddon and going on as a 3-person group with Ayano Irie, Michiko's determined to come in tonight and lead the team to victory as they take on the Strong Kickers, Kamiyu, Mirai, and Marika Kobashi. And a decent match between them, just over 14 minutes. Eventually, Michiko is able to get a Swanton Bomb in on Kamiyu and get the win. And Revelation, a much-needed win after their big loss to Miyakoko Army and Raku at Karakuen Hall just about 2 weeks ago. Marika, of course, not able to keep up with everybody there. Kamiyu and Michiko kind of carrying everybody else, but strong win for Michiko. And she, after the match, said it has been a little too long since she's been able to challenge for a title. She's always seemingly fallen short of being able to challenge for it, and she's looking to bounce back from this this side quest or whatever you would want to call it, the fluke win that Miyakoko Army got against them, as Michiko is looking to get back into contention to the Royal Spirit Championship. Sayakami Tani comes out. Of course, she had won a 6-way scramble at Karakuen Hall. She is the new number 1 contender for the new Fighting Spirit Champion in Mika Iwata, and greets the crowd, thanks them for their support, and declares that at live stage 51 at Karakuen Hall in 2 weeks, she will be making the official challenge. And so the match will happen. Mika Iwata, in her first title defense as the new Fighting Spirit Champion, will be taking on the number 1 contender. So, here we go. Belt on the line. And we leave that there. So, not the main title, but we do have our 2 secondary titles that will be on the line at Crockwin Hall. So, looking forward to that, as we've got 2 matches set up for the next live stage. Get to our semi-main event, Mia Momono versus Maria Takeda. Both of them falling short of their respective matches a couple weeks ago. Maria, in her case, losing the Twin Spirit titles. So both of them look to bounce back. It was a hard-fought match between the both of them. Both of them, of course, hard-hitting, highly skilled competitors. And with that, 16 and a half minutes later, Mia Momono getting the better of Maria with a code red and the pin. So Mio at least getting that and bouncing back, and feels that, especially a couple weeks ago at Shining Stage 3, she got quite close to the Fighting Spirit title. She almost was there. She was the runner-up, losing to Saya Kamitani. She wants to fight her way back into contention. So she is determined to be, I think, the next challenger, as she feels she got quite close to being the number 1 contender, and looking to change things in the future. Main event, Himeka versus Rina Yamashita. Superb wrestling and good heat between them. One of the best matches we've had. It's rare to, I guess it's not rare, but it's always nice. The 70s, the mid 70s seem to be where we max out at right now, but nonetheless, good heat and superb wrestling between the both of them. Himeka, in just over 17 minutes, eventually gets the Argentine backbreaker on Yamashita and gets the win, forces her to tap. And Himeka getting the win in the main event here at Live Stage 50. She grabs a mic to end the show. She thanks the crowd, and even though the new Royal Spirit champion is not here, Himeka wants to make it known that she wants to be the first challenger for Jungle Kiona. Probably not enough time to make that title match happen at the next live stage at Korakuen Hall, but there is Summergate next month, I believe, is what we're looking at. Yep, end of July. So we're in mid-June, end of July, in 6 weeks will be Summergate 2025. She is looking forward to being Jungle Kiona's first challenger. So we do have at least a challenge put up here. Might have to go through a number 1 contenders match first to see if that's going to happen. But we at least have the challenge declared for the Royal Spirit champion. 60 with 39 increased popularity. 60 is still pretty damn good, considering pretty much everything about our production is worse than everybody else's. Address the locker room. Himeka definitely deserves it. Let's see here. I'd say Kamiyu and Michiko, I think, deserve that as well. I don't think I've praised Kamiyu. I've praised Himeka a fair bit, but I want to praise them for their performances. Was pleased, seem pleased, seem pleased. All right. We lost $2,700. That's fine. Technically, when I first ran this and we didn't actually do the broadcasting, I did make some money. So the show costs for broadcasting this is definitely what changed it. Yeah. Like venue hire overall, like it would have cost way less if we weren't broadcasting it, but I'm okay with that because we actually lost less money on this show than we made on our spot show just last week. So I'm perfectly okay with this. And post-show finances are okay. We're still very much in the green right now, if only just barely. Gained everywhere. We actually gained an extra one in Kanto, so there you go. All right. Good Lord. I think we are about ready there. So we just need to get to the 16th. We just need to get maybe an extra day beyond this, because we've got our last set of TV tapings. First, let's see what happened here. Yep. 5,700 people watched it. Bruised tailbone from Tai Hanma. That's all right. Anything else? Melina dating Bobby Lashley. Oh, boy. Chris Jericho to... Oh, boy. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. So the AI knew they had to take the belt off of Sammy Guevara because he's going to WWE, and they gave it to fucking Chris Jericho. Dynamite setback. Canal 5 dropped AEW Dynamite. Oh my God. Could you imagine the discourse? Could you imagine the discourse if Dynamite got dropped from anything? Even something like this. Off the back of Chris Jericho winning a title from Sammy Guevara. Oh, good Lord. All right. We're still positive on the month, too, so... The real setback is putting a belt on Jericho at this point. I mean, 2023, like, wasn't it about 2 years ago? He kind of had his, like, is when he started growing out the hair again and came back real slim because he was supposedly not drinking anymore. Wasn't that the point where he had like that thing where he was kind of getting fatter? And this was around that point about 2 years ago. I feel like he slimmed down at least a little bit and looked a lot better. People hadn't completely turned on him just yet. Let me see here. All right, so things here. We need our next live stage. It is... We are active. We are running June 28th. At Crockwin Hall. And we've got spot show in Nagoya, which is already all set up. And then we've got another spot show in Tokyo. And then another spot show in Osaka before we get to the next live stage. So we've got 3 shows before our big live stage show in 2 weeks. So a few spot shows there. I think we're good on that. So we just go to 16. Go to 16. This is going to be a big day because this is going to be TV tapings for one company, followed by spot show for another company. And then of course we'll be on a different stream because we are already more than 2 hours deep into this, and it is about that time for me to call it a night, as it is time for me to get some sleep. See if there's anything here. Jeff Cobb and Flamita got tension between them. Jushin Thunder Liger and Relampago in IWRG. Bobby Roode gains power. He's a locker room leader in DPW. All right. So yeah, I think we're good right now. We got the afternoon spot there. The evening spots are 3 shows we're knocking out. I guess I can take this off because we're not going to do one more attack episode. So, all right. So next time we've got a couple spot shows, a Nagoya show and a Tokyo show, which will have another little gimmick attached to it for Idol Fight. And then for Vertigo, we've got our last set of TV tapings before we go to a slightly different schedule. So we got money. We got money again. I think we were in the hole for a bit there, but we make it through this last set of TV tapings. We make it through the big pay-per-view, and we're golden. And we'll have a new set of shows that we're doing as we just get rid of our broadcasting deal for our TV show and shut that down, as we have a slightly different TV show we'll be running. So there you go. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Save that. Appreciate you guys being here on both Twitch and YouTube. Hopefully this worked out well. Hopefully, like I said, probably not the best to like stress test this first like multi-stream deal. But at least wanted to try it and make sure that it actually did work, and things seem to have actually worked out. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll probably have to make sure to do this and continue doing this. So yeah, eventually this will probably still stay live as like a live VOD. But if you guys wait for a slightly more cut down and prepared version. Those who watch the slightly more cut down and prepared and chaptered version on YouTube, I appreciate that as well. Those who watch it afterwards. So thank you guys, and I will see all of you guys next time.